Hello friends, I am so excited to be back for my second ever 30 inks in 30 days. I'm calling it Inks in Space Season 2. I have 30 more spacey inks for you. Today's ink is Crab Nebula, provided by the lovely and generous Manda, and I have put it into my Lamy AlStar blue-green with an extra fine nib. First off, I'm going to do some splats. So the Crab Nebula is a pulsar wind nebula and supernova remnant. Its catalog designation is M1 NGC 1952, and in 1054, Chinese astronomers observed a guest star, which was visible during the day for almost a month. And this was actually a supernova explosion, which then became the 6 light-year wide remnant of that explosion. The nebula itself was discovered by John Bevis, an English astronomer, in 1731, and then was independently rediscovered in 1758 by Charles Messier as he was searching for Halley's Comet. Oh, that's pretty. The common name Crab Nebula comes from William Parsons, the 3rd Earl of Ross, when he observed it in 1842 when he was using a 32-inch telescope, and he made a drawing that apparently looked sort of like a crab, although I didn't really see it when I saw his drawing. So the Crab Nebula is located in the Perseus arm of the Milky Way galaxy, which is 6,500 light years from us here on Earth, and it's in the constellation Taurus. It is 11 light years in diameter and is expanding at a rate of about 1,500 kilometers per second, which is mind-boggling. That is incredible. And it can be observed with good binoculars under the right conditions or a small telescope. The Crab Nebula was the first astronomical object recognized as being connected to a supernova explosion. In the early 21st century, the analysis of early photographs of the nebula, taken several years apart, revealed that it was expanding. Tracing the expansion back revealed that the nebula must have become visible on Earth about 900 years before. Historical records revealed that a new star bright enough to be seen during the day had been recorded in the same part of the sky by Chinese astronomers on July 4th, 1054, and probably by Japanese astronomers as well. This ink is very, very pretty, and it writes really nicely out of this really hard extra fine nib. It seemed to flow really, really well. When I did the color swatch card, if I can pick it up, oh my gosh. When I did the color swatch card, it seemed really dry coming off of the Q-tip, but that could also be because of my paper. I just used some drawing sketchbook paper I pulled out of an old sketchbook and cut down to size for my swatch notebook. So on this card, the sheen really doesn't show up but much at all in the swatch. You can see kind of the shading in the writing down here. I suppose it would be helpful if I held it in shot here. But on the Tomoe river paper of my Hobonichi, the sheen shows up really, really well. And when I swatched up here, it didn't feel dry at all because, you know, it sits on top of the Tomoe River paper better. It's such a smooth paper. And in the writing, I can see the sheen more, even with such a fine nib. So that is a pretty ink, and I will like writing with that. So here are my splats. You can definitely see the sheen in that. And then here is my chromatography strip. Very pretty, and it really traveled up to a very bright blue line there at the top. Yeah, I like this green ink. So there we go with day 1 of this November's 30 Inks in 30 Days. I'm feeling a little bit rusty with the format, but I am assuming I'll get more comfortable with it as the days go on. I am, as I said, really excited to be back doing this. I love doing the research on all the inks and then just sharing all of the fun space facts that I find with you. So again, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you tomorrow for day 2. Bye!